Welcome to what Clemson folks call the original Death Valley. Stop and take in this scene, one of the great environments in the sport, and this place is charged up today. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Tigers will kick this deep to get us going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll be brought down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Interesting play call here. 30 short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Anytime you go to an empty formation, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line to be able to hold up on third down. But because they spread them out, he found the matchup that he liked and got the first down.
The Hurricanes with 1st and 10 here. They go with a direct snap. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now it's second down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running by this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
And the Canes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the football. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The Hurricanes pick up enough for a first down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Solid debut for this offense.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And it's a bunch formation. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking deep here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Tigers will send their punt team onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the return will be brought down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff heading left. Just trucks the man. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly to the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Canes will have to punt this one away. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Incompletion sets up a second down. He hands it off from the gun. The pickup is 6. Makes it 3rd down and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wide out. Finds the receiver wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
That's a bullet pass to the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. And the Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
This time it's complete. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what would be likely the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Miami 7, Clemson 0.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
It's now second and goal.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Here's a point after attempt.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that short completion. The DB's backing off from the line now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. And you could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Solid tackle. Able to get him down. So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver. Great job for the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's caught. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
I knew that was coming because that's my play. They ain't let me switch. Great.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7.
That makes the score Miami 14, Clemson.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 12, set to advance on the punt.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. back out there. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, looking to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass not complete. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
It's a toss to the left side. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Second down after that previous play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Second down play coming up. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's got a man down the middle. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Oh, the ball comes loose. It's a turnover. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. A fumble return for 6.
Well, I appreciate that.
How about that for this
Needed
defense?
that.
I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking right, this one caught. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. No huddle now for the offense. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hurtado. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And here's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That one moves the ball across the 40.
And he's tackled at the 41. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 24, Clemson 21.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays they've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's third down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. The catch is made inside the 10. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Let's take a deep shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
First down, looking to throw the football. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And sack sets up 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly to the wideout, who makes the grab. And they've got him.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Looking downfield. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
3:25.
Takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Now they try to run it here on 2nd down, unable to get the 1st down. And now, late in the game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.